Welcome back.
Hello, good morning, and Happy New Year to all of you. New Year, still difficult to get up in the morning. Hello. Well, today we're going to be continuing our run, Long Dark. Last we found our heroes, we were at 410. We're at day 410. We had just gotten back to our little oasis in the mountains. Still got cured black bear hide. Currently in the midst of trying to figure out if I'm going to take on another bear before our trip up. But last time we had gone through and made like 15 arrowheads in order to pretty much put ourselves in a position where we're gonna have all the arrows we're gonna need pretty much ever. Because that's my plan. My plan is to have so many arrows when we go up there to where we're not going to have to come back down for anything. That's the goal. That's the hope, that's the dream. I have to eat something. Pretty much, we've got a couple of days. We've got a couple of last chances to get up to. Have we already gotten? I think we have. Yes. Okay. We have. Then that means we have about 90 days. 90 days to be able to get our mending up to rank 5, so that we all have rank 5 before day 500. At least that's the hope. Check here, tools. Yeah, we got 22, 23, 24, 25. Let's make ourselves the two arrows we have on hand. That's a blizzard coming in. Water? But yeah, that's... The hope is that by the time we are ready to go up the mountain, we will have pretty much all of our gear at 100%. So we're going to want one axe, one hunting knife. If we can fit an improvised knife, we want our bedroll at 100%. We're going to want a sewing kit and a whetstone at 100%. We're going to want as much of our winter gear at 100%. 90 and above. That's what we're going to be doing, 90 and above. We're going to have ourselves pretty much all of our pills because we're going to be on a mountain. Guaranteed we're going to have to deal with. Guaranteed we're going to have to deal with whatchamacallit. That is a blizzard if I ever saw one. Just wait till our CFL pass. That's not... Change direction, though. A little bit. No, not really. I'm probably not going to bring all of our flares up with us. Mostly because they just take up way too much space. But we're going to bring flares up as emergency. And then we're just going to make flare torches. I mean, we're going to make torches from the fireplaces that we're going to... The fires we're going to be making along the way up. We're going to make these as we go up the mountain. That way we can use that to get through the caves if we need to. Oh my, me while I suck down coffee. Ugh. Okay. Bear hide. Bear hide we're going to be saving for our bedroll. Try and get through this blizzard. Jesus. These things are loud. Extremely loud. But the majority of what we need, we've got. But as we go, we're just going to have to look over everything. We're going to have to make a brand new bow. Because the bow we currently have is around 40%, so coming up on breaking. What was that? 80%, 47, 47, 84. That's what. That's what I'll start doing. I'll start doing this.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I'm gonna start doing this, and I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start kind of creating a little collection of really good tools. Oh, here we go. It's at 84. This one's at 90, so we're going to do this. Drop the rest of them off. Look at my knives, it's at 92. Drop the rest off. That's at 80. Drop these off. And drop these off. Drop that bow off. And a torch. Keep those on me for up until we okay, we're gonna have to turn that into an arrow too. Okay, so first and foremost, before I start grabbing more whetstones and all that, I'm gonna sharpen this one up until it's at 100%. One more. And then we'll drop this one onto onto the bench. So that's the one we're taking with us up to that's the one we're bringing up the mountain. And we're going to go through here, take this knife, sharpen that one. Nope. Drop. Knife. Okay, those are the two tools we're bringing up with us. Storm lantern, which is condition is 100%. So if we're gonna be bringing anything up with us, that's gonna be that one. 100%. Improvised knife. Well, you can sharpen it. Yeah, still got ways. 2 more. Because it's 5 condition every use. Okay, so we'll put this one up here. Oh, there it is. Improvised knife. In case we feel like bringing it. Okay, now we're gonna have to make the bow. I can make the 100% bow here. And clean. And 2. Travel bow. Craft with a hatchet. Also get us down to the point where we're retired enough to be able to make it through the night. There we go. Quick eat. Okay. Only windy out. Not too bad. And crafting. There we go. Brand new. Crafted. I have a bow. Pop that one off. Okay, so got those tools off. Okay, so we got the lantern. We're not going to be bringing up the gun with us. We'll be leaving that behind. More food. Okay, now we got snares. Grab the fishing tackle here. Okay. Which means we're not going to need those. Okay, so we're going to bring one of these. One of these. So a brand new sewing kit and a brand new whetstone. That's what we're bringing. Brand new sewing kit. This will just help me visualize what all we're going to be bringing up with us. We're leaving pretty much everything else behind. Until I need it, I'm going to leave the tackle. Because we have no point of fishing right now. The 58, that's at 2%. We're going to also make sure that all of our arrows are at 100% before we go up too. Not quite sure what the rules are when it comes to the arrows. in the game. I think what it does is it uses whichever arrow's in the worst condition, but it uses the whatever bow is in the best condition. So we're gonna bring 2 flares, as we always do. We're gonna bring pretty much all of the remaining painkillers. The pills. Probably a couple, maybe like 15 rose hips. Prepared rose hips, just in case. In case we need to have them. I've got a thing of leather on me. Beard leather, all the cloth. All the crow feathers. Yes. Drop off. Birch sapling, because we don't need it right now. Drop that off. Grab you. That will give us one last prepared rose hip. Okay. Other than the clothing I'm wearing, I'm trying to think of what else I may, what other tools I'm gonna have to bring up with me. The lantern's at 100%. Whetstone, a sewing kit, an improvised knife, a knife, an axe. Do we want to bring a second axe? The question. We have 2 knives. We might as well have 2 axes. That'd be overkill a bit. Question. Would having 2 axes be too much? Because I'm trying to think about if I need to be making a lot of fires. And that will break. Maybe 2 axes. 2 axes, 2 knives. An improvised and a regular knife. Because we're gonna have to we are definitely gonna have to do a lot of sharpening up there. Probably not a lot of snares. Definitely going to be bringing the snares in order to why do some of them do that? That was the question. This is weird. Some of them will just look like they're in a been used, caught something state. Have to remember them. Easier said than done. Remember those snares. I need them for the mountain. I'm gonna drop you off right there. Think of here. Probably will need both of them. Probably gonna need all the sharpening kits up on the mountain. Drop. Just put them up there just in case. This is just a staging area, trying to give ourselves an idea of all the things we're going to be bringing with us that we're not going to just be walking around with. Okay, one sewing kit should be fine. That should give us one full repair of all of our gear. Well, all the gear that we can. But I highly doubt, unless we're unfortunate to get attacked too much, I highly doubt we're going to actually use the entirety of it. The whetstones, on the other hand, I'm worried that for 50 days, I might be using my tools so much that I'm going to blow through one of them. Because just one one wood run, running out to gather wood, pretty much takes 30% off of a axe. I think. But I don't think we're going to be making... I don't think we're going to be making a fire every single day. Questions, conundrums. Not bringing any accelerant with us, or water. Well, the cured guts we're gonna kind of just leave. Because I'm quite sure we're gonna probably find some on the way up there from deer and all that. We got deer out there. And how much are we carrying right now? 30 of 35. And we're currently carrying an axe and a knife. Yeah, that's a lot of arrows. And we're gonna be not, or we're gonna only have one of these. So probably gonna bring us down to 29-ish. And every single time we go up a rope, we're gonna have less and less gear, so I'm not too terribly worried. Yeah, we're gonna have to go and get out to the cave here so that we can think things over here. Another reason I'm not going to bring the gun up the mountain is, one, it weighs too much. Two, the chances of us needing to go after a moose is going to be fairly slim. That and a bear. We're probably not going to be taking on a bear on the mountain. Okay. I just want to get to the cave before another blizzard kicks in. Wolf. Of course. I just let him do his thing. He's gonna attack the bunny. Well, he's busy doing his thing, I'm gonna just take him out. Gotcha. Okay. The wind is not going towards them, so I should be able to get past these wolves without them coming towards me. Should. Okay, see a couple of wolves. They don't seem to be coming towards me, so that's fine. For now. And before the wind direction changes, and then they can start coming running towards me. Off to the cave. Keep ourselves from getting cabin fever. And in you go. Okay. We're now in the forest cave. Now we're going to be in pretty good shape. That's 2 hours of time. Okay, we're going to drink some water here. We're only going to be spending the night here. Definitely not going to be at 80% when we're done with it. Yeah, let's get to nighttime. I think for the most part we're pretty much set. We just need to get through the days. Can't think of anything else I may be missing. Past 1 more hour of time. We're definitely not going to be able to sleep through the night because we're only at half energy, which is a shame. Expected. Not like we have been doing a lot of walking around. We woke up fully rested. Of course I did. Drink some water. And we're gonna have to get ourselves back to 3 hours. Get ourselves some daylight. Or not. You know, not works good too. Yeah. One more at a time. Give me the daylight I seek. There we go. Okay, wind direction changed. Okay. Well. It's gonna be... If that's how you're gonna play it. Game. That's a blizzard. That'd be a blizzard. Well, that plan kind of went out the door, so we gotta make ourselves some water here. In case we're gonna be... Oh, never mind. That was a short blizzard. Oh, that's good. Okay. Drink first. Drop 3 right here. Might be able to make another. Maybe. No. Melt up 3. And boil 3. That way we'll have 6 here. Also kind of greaten the chances of us not getting cabin fever by staying out here a little bit longer. Yeah, we're gonna have to go back and get some food. Absolutely dead still. Did I say dead still? That's a horrible thing to say at a time like this. Death is not what we want right now. We should be able to get back pretty quickly here. And I don't see any wolf coming running this direction. Of course, there's all the things. One of the major reasons why I'm going to be bringing so many pills with me. Is that a deer? Almost looks like a deer carcass. It is. Huh. Might be one of the reasons why they're not coming to me. However, they've already been fed. Not 100% sure if that's the case with the wolf in this game. Well, we got wolf meat and a rabbit. Two Two I don't need, really. A little stiff. I'm just, whew. I'm tired. Okay. Let's see here. Two. Yeah, what are we looking for here? Sprained wrist, which I don't need to deal with since I'm now indoors. We just need to get through a day. I'm just thinking about, what could I be doing other than just waiting out time. Right now we're coming up on 1:15. We have a deer out there. A couple wolves. Let's see here. Thinking of anything. Ah. Probably go for a wood run. Yeah, let's look for wood. Today's pretty nice. We're just gonna have to be careful. We don't want to run into anything that will kill us. We're also going to take a look and see if the moose is back. Ugh. Your limb. Do not see a moose. There's no moose here yet. Wind's starting to pick up again. I'm not seeing anything yet. Yep, nothing. Berlin.
Might have to drop some gear.
Nope. No, we're not. Still. Still trying to come up from the holidays. Holidays are always a little bit exhausting. Ball. Okay, energy's at half now. Good. Still got a lot of time to burn through. I was hoping that trip was going to take a little bit longer, but it didn't. I mean, I went clear all the way across the entire world. Just trying to grind out these last 100 days are going to be difficult, because it would be very easy to just go through these days really fast, but that could run me into a problem of lack of food and water. Also, it would have me overlook something very important I should be getting. I want to bring a brand new bedroll with me. Probably no. Ooh, I should. No. Probably gather up bow feathers. Probably make a trip after trip up there. Probably do that. Gather up feathers day by day. Quick trip up here. Head's still a little bit cloudy. That's just. Might take me a couple days to try to clear the haze a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna go up here and just gather some feathers. Right now it's just kind of busy work. All we're really doing. Trying to keep ourselves somewhat stocked up on gear. Only 2, huh? Okay. Hey. No. Frozen. Head on back. It'll take us a while now since the wind decided to blow in our face again. Just trying to keep our gear use to a minimum. I feel like that might be another blizzard coming in. I always suspect it's going to be a blizzard. Even if it will never turn out to be a blizzard. Because it's best to be already on your way to a shelter and then get there and then find out it's not a blizzard. Then to think it's not going to be a blizzard and then end up in the middle of nowhere walking through a blizzard. Just have a feeling. I just have that feeling. And that's pretty much going to be the majority of our gear that we're going to be bringing up. Everything else like water, hides, you're going to be getting a lot of wolf hides, deer hides, and rabbit hides up there. Because that's all that's up there. Wish I could just toggle it on and off. Because I like the intro music at the title screen. That's why I always have that play first. But then I like to have it off during the gameplay. Not that I have anything against the music in the game. It's just, it doesn't play as often. There's a lot. There's a lot of nothing happening. Good. Everything on here is at 100%. Bring 2 emergency stims. We got 2 flares. Might bring an emergency box of crackers, maybe. I'm gonna bring up a bunch of mushrooms. Just for the sake of mushrooms. Okay, wait 1 hour. Let's just wait 1 hour. Yep, blizzard. It's a nighttime blizzard. I prefer nighttime blizzards. Nighttime blizzards just means that I get to sleep through them. Rainforest Field. Yay! Okay. We're good, we're good, we're good. Just gonna wait in bed 2 hours. Sweet. No wind. Single ounce of wind. I think. Not really cold out either. Okay, well, let's, we're gonna need something to burn some time, so let's check out what possibly we might have right now. We got a ton of notes we have to find. I don't think I'm gonna find all those notes. Alright, sandbox. Calories burned. 1 million. Over 1 million. Oh. Reset stats. No, thank you. Let's see here. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take a gander at the list of achievements here. What haven't we done yet? Is the question. Okay, waste not, want not. We need to harvest 10 complete deer carcasses. We'll be doing that on the mountain. Silent Hunter. Survive the first 50 days without firing any firearms. Well, we'll do that on the next run. Survive the first 25 days without killing anything. I don't know. Wrapped in furs. We're gonna have to do that later. Probably at the very top of the mountain, because that's where our wolf skin coat is. Harvest 25 of each kind of plant. And that's gonna be difficult. Don't need sniper. Could try to do that. Map all named locations in survival mode. Ooh. Fill all clothing slots with 1% conditioned gear. Keep a campfire burning for 3 days. Oh, there's something. Complete every challenge. And then 3 hidden achievements. Surprise, surprise, there are 3 more episodes that need to be done. Okay, so I could probably 25 of each kind of plant. Oh, that's probably because I haven't been I've been harvesting everything else. I probably haven't been harvesting the mushrooms. I haven't really had a need to. Probably do it, maybe. And there's the Stone Age sniper. Try and take a crack at that one. Just need to get a lucky shot at a... The question is, it's like, how far away is that? There's like no judge of distance in this game. I don't know. Not exactly 100% sure on that one. Okay, so there's some water here. That is our destination. 500 days we need to get there. And we still got plenty of time to get prepared for the trip, but man. Oh yeah, that's right. Let's just fill out the map, I guess. We'll see if we can get past the bear. does mean we're gonna have to, we're not gonna be able to just kind of wait our time through the days. Well, you know what I'm saying. We can't just speed up time and get ourselves there. I just feel like that's just gonna get us in trouble. You know, when it comes to all of our supplies and all that. Because we'll burn through our food and water really quick if we do that. I've never been this far before, so I'm just trying to figure out what I should be doing. Just be careful. All I can be. Be careful. One small mistake. One small mistake. That's all that is required to end my run is one small mistake. Okay, we should be running into wolves here soon. And there's a bear here. I'd much rather take on the wolves than the bear. One, for multiple reasons. One, I really don't want to be having to... There we go. Really don't want to have to be trying to recover from the destruction of my gear. Gotcha. Animation of the bowstring is a little weird. Okay, this is the bear. I saw the bear. Okay, we just need to get around said bear. We also got wolf meat if we need it. Because there's a section that we've been up before, but we should really be, you know, surveying it. Okay, let's check the map. I think we've, yeah, we've surveyed up to here. We just need to get past the bear so we can get to the other side of the river. Really? Wolf. Does that mean there's another one on my tail? On my scent? Really, right now, the wolves are nothing more than just ways to get feathers right now. Gotcha. That's really what they are right now. They're just means to get feathers. A little bit of food, but mainly feathers. See some old man's beard up there too. Do a quick survey here. Okay, we're a little bit further. Much up to the border of the map here. This is the border of the map to my left here. You can't go any further that way. My hope is we're far enough away from the bear that he's not going to be coming this way. There he is. We did get past the bear, and he's going just gonna go walking off in that direction, which is fine by me. Yeah, first and foremost, I'm just gonna go over to here. To the bottom of the rope. Are they? There we go. Yeah, just sprint. Just sprint. Fine, just sprint. Here I am trying to save energy. It's like, no, just do it. Want to keep an eye on the bear. Survey here real quick. Fill out a little bit more of the map. He's still over there, that's fine. River. That's one of the ways to get up there. I'm gonna go up this way. Again, keeping an eye on the bear. Oh, even more. Still haven't found his cave though. Unless it is over here. Unless that is the cave. The last one. Now, I'm not going to go that way. Even though it's a straighter shot towards my house, I'm going to go back the other way. Because I feel like it's safer. The one thing what makes me nervous about moving forward time like that with the surveys, that I don't know if he moves forward in time. Like, or does he stay in one spot? Like, I see him in a spot, and then I move forward time, he's still gonna be in that same spot. That is the part that really makes me nervous. Every single time I do it. Especially when you've got dangerous things like a bear around. For all I know, he could still be over there. Or he's somewhere over here now. I mean, at this point, I'd much rather get attacked by a moose than a bear right now. At least with a moose, you don't lose all your health. You don't lose most of your health, and you can pretty much just kind of hang out until the broken ribs goes away. I guess I could have gone up the rope. Find that carcass here. Grab feathers. One carcass per day is pretty much on average, one arrow worth of feathers. Go to the other. One of the other carcasses that should give you more feathers. The other bodies. The other bodies. Other bodies. We're over here. I'm gonna go up here. Higher ground. I can see more. There's the wolves. A little worried here. Any others? Oh, one feather here. Yeah. Kind of just taking the high ground so I can see further away. Because rightfully so, trees and hills and the combination of the two make me nervous. Because you can't see what you're walking up on. And if I think about it, the reason why the wolves weren't barking is because they didn't get eyesight on you. So they got close enough to you to where they could get eyesight on you. And once they get eyesight on you, then they'll bark. But if you're already close enough to them where they can do the whole charge at you, they won't bark at all. They'll just immediately charge. No moose. No moose here. I almost begin hungry and thirsty. Time for us to get back. Yeah. The closer we get to 500 days, the rougher it's going to become. Mostly because, well, when we get on the mountain, supplies are going to be very tight. We're going to have to make the best of things as we're up there. And what's going to make getting to day 450 difficult as well. Trying not to burn through our supplies. That will get us into trouble. And what supplies I'm worried about is food, because we're going to want to kind of live very light. That's why taking on a bear, we really don't want to take on a bear, because that would just get us more food than what we're going to be able to deal with. We don't really want to take on a moose right now because, well, if we take one on too close to when our departure date is, we're going to have to sit here a lot longer than we would like to. And also, the last thing we want to do is find ourselves desperate for food anyway. Trying to find a good balanced medium in between the two. Plus, I want to get myself pretty much used to a pattern of routine. Of how long and how often I'm going to have to go out and get food. And that should give me a sense on how many arrows I'm going to have to bring with me. How often I'm going to have to go out and hunt food up on the mountain. Because I highly doubt we're going to be prepared or have the gear to take on bears and moose on the mountain. That's just this. This is not going to be an option for us. This won't be. You just took on a deer. Okay. That's my deer, motherfucker. Hey. Hey, jerk. Talking to you. That's my deer now. I can't let this opportunity pass me by. I'm gonna take out a wolf and get a deer at the same time. Screw this. Gotcha. I got an annoyance taken care of, and I got a deer. That's a big deer, too. You know what? We're gonna fully carve it. Something like that doesn't happen very often in the game, so... Yeah, we're just gonna go right back. We'll leave that out there. Because this blizzard just started. I think I can leave it in its bags for a little while. Not like we need the food anyway, but I saw that as an opportunity and I took it. Usually when I see a wolf attack anything, it's usually a rabbit, and I really don't care about the rabbit. But that was one of the unruly neighbors that we currently have out in front of our house, so I saw that as an opportunity. Two birds with one stone. One, some venison, and two, an annoyance removed from my house. We just need to hang out here until the weather improves. Now we can go back out here. Ooh, and all that good stuff. I think that might have counted towards a deer cleaning. For me not to be able to get that achievement already of, you know, cleaning out a deer means that we must be eating a lot of other things other than deer. And feathers. Yay, feathers. And a deer hide. There's cells back.
Too heavy.
Yeah. Now, on our interloper run, we're not doing this mountain run. On our interloper run, we're going to try and find a home that will be the easiest to live in. I'm talking easy. It has a fishing spot nearby. This would work, this cabin, because we have a fishing spot right there. But the wolves, I don't know if there's going to be any wolves, this many wolves on the lake. Another option is the Mystery Lake camping office. That would be an option. Good. Yeah, so both go into town now. Food at 91. That's fine. Yeah, I kind of left the guts there. Didn't care about the guts. 1, 2. We're also going to have to find a spot that's near a lot of rabbit groves and a lot of deer. Fishing is going to be primarily our source of food on our interloper run. Fish. Low risk food. Low risk, high calorie food.
Come on.
And probably our very first things of fishing tackle are going to be probably found from
That's done.
pieces of metal we found in houses. And also guts we found from
I think I need to lay down.
previous kills. Either ones we found that were frozen that we just kind of grab the guts from and cure them, or from kills that we actually made. So I'm just prepared for the
Too much
fact
stuff to
that
carry.
things like fishing tackle and all that is probably not going to be something we're just going to stumble across. We're going to have to make everything. And I'm also prepared for the possibility that we're not going to come across a lot of winter gear, so we're going to probably have to make the boots, the pants, the gloves. And if we happen to find a moose or a bear, we're going to have to be prepared to take one on safely and make the coat. Pretty much the gear we have right now, we're going to have to create on the harder difficulty interloper. I think I might have enough time to be able to get through the last one. Yeah, I do. Just enough time. Take that one. Drink water. We're gonna have to make water. 12 minutes. I might have enough time, possibly. All these off. Keep that one. 1, 2, 3. Kind of just sprinting, just so that the fire stays alive. Add fuel, add fuel. Okay, 5 liters. I have enough time to make 5 liters. Good, I'm like fully tired right now. That's good. And 10 hours sleep. I'm leaving the wolf there, just so that it will gather up. 415 days we're at right now. We still got a ways to go. Still got a ways to go. Okay, once it clears up, we're gonna have to make a trip out to the cave here. Yep. How are we doing on our pack here? We're gonna have to harvest you. I'll keep that with me. 78. We're good. We're good for now. This is all of our 100% gear, which we will be leaving here. Not too worried about my matches because, well, we have matches. We got a couple. We got a few. Yeah. Matches aren't really a problem for us right now. I'm just enjoying the fact that I don't have to worry about one thing for a while. Because I'm quite sure once we get to the higher difficulties, matches are going to be one hell of a problem. Let's check. That's matches used. There's a thing called matches used. Mooses killed 2. Moose attacks survived 1. Items looted, items crafted, items broken down. Fire started. 323. That means we've probably used 323 matches. Ouch. Blizzards survived 204. Blood loss 48. Not too bad. Cabin fever gotten 0. 0 parasites, 0 frostbites, 1 broken rib, 1 fall. Yeah, that wasn't fun. That's harvested. Hands opened. Items looted. Fish consumed. Meat consumed. Fish caught. Oh, that's right, because we catch and release. That's right. Wolves distracted by decoys. Wolves killed. Wolf close encounters. See that number? Stalker difficulty. That number right there. 700. And we're not even done yet. Quite sure we're gonna have to run into a lot more than that. 700. Nearly 700 wolves encountered. Just that number is just boggles the mind. let's grab bear meat here. Good. See if we can wait for this blizzard to pass. Hopefully it does. So wheat. Yeah, that's good. Okay, that's a dead wolf out there. Where's your buddy? Hey buddy. Where'd your buddy go? Hey wolf, where'd your buddy go? Since he's like the only one left on this lake, I kind of want to just take him out and not have free reign of the lake for a little while. Okay, he's always right over there. That's good. Oh, no, there he is. Aha. Yeah. Just over here looking for more feathers. Yeah, there's one wolf. I actually grab this wolf here. I think there might be another wolf up there. I'm taking this opportunity to clear out some pests. Yeah, pest control right now. Hey, jerk. Yeah. How about that? Yeah, get closer. Get closer. Oh, okay, for those of you who are not following my Twitter, I announced that I'm currently working on a vintage bow restoration project. Essentially, old family heirloom was gifted to me for Christmas, and I'm currently working on getting that thing fully restored to where I can start using it. An old compound bow. The very, very old compound bow, made by a man. Those of you who are into archery probably know his name as Fredbear. It's an old vintage 1950s compound bow, and it's something that hasn't seen use in probably a couple decades. And I'm trying to get it to where it can be usable, you know, hunting worthy. And right now, it's far from hunting worthy right now. One of the very first things I'm going to be probably getting a phone call today is the string, the bowstring, is currently frayed, so I have to get that replaced. Also, the arrow rest. See, on a recurve bow, you can see on my hand, or a curved or traditional bow, you would probably use your arm as the bow rest. Your hand, I mean. Oh wow, he's gonna actually fall over dead? Just looking at him. But a compound bow has a little... It's almost like a piece of something sticking out that you rest your... Yeah, he's dead. That you rest your arrow onto. On this vintage bow, that broke off. It's actually completely missing, so I gotta get that replaced too. I'm also gonna be repainting it. There's like, for this particular design, there's like two different designs. One where it's full camo, that's the one I have. Then there's another version where it's like a black and wood grain. I was hoping that the handle was made of wood, so I could go with the good wood grain, because I like the wood grain look, but it's not. It's made of metal. If I were to guess, probably aluminum of some sort. So, or for those of you in Europe, aluminium. Aluminium. Yeah. So we're gonna have to probably paint that flat black. That's the other option for me. Oh, we don't have, yeah, that's right. That way it will be kind of like a two-tone. Not exactly, but it'll be a combination of camo and flat black. There are other things missing on it is the almost every single compound bow comes with a counterweight. This weight that shows up on the front of the bow, and that's missing. So I have to get that replaced. And the sights on the bow are, well, they're a bit old. They're made of brass, so I'm worried about I'm kind of worried about the threading on the sights. I don't really want to tighten them because they might break. So I'm gonna have to get the entire sights replaced completely. Something a little bit more modern, but also fits with, the old vintage feel. Because I don't want to completely take away from the vintage feel of the bow, because this is it. The bow right now is an original. I mean, the bowstring is the original bowstring from when it was first bought. So, hence that was extremely frayed and extremely fragile. Well, I've got to, yeah, I'm gonna have to. I got some work. I'm hoping to have that thing ready to go for spring. At least that's the hope. But, I mean, there's only so much you can do. But once I get to the point where I got the bowstring, I'll pretty much show it online on my Twitter, giving updates on its progress. There's a lot of things I have to get. One, I found out that because of the age of the bow, I have to get feathered arrows. I can't just go with any arrow. I can't go and get like the aluminum arrows or the I can't go with aluminum arrows. I can't go with wooden arrows. But I have to get feathered arrows. And they're a completely different type of arrow. I just, because, I could go for actual feathers or a synthetic feather. But they have to be a soft, not the rubber or plastic that you usually see on a lot of newer arrows. Yeah, he's gonna just bleed out for a little while here. Well, he's doing that. Quick little survey. We're gonna have to go up on that cliff up here. Figure out where this guy's body went. The many adventures beyond the stars. Oh. Ain't that nice? Okay, we got another doji over there. But the thought of getting this bow back up to fighting strength, as it were, or hunting strength. I don't want to say fighting strength, because, I mean, this old bow is one hell of a fighter. The fact that it hasn't completely broken, I mean, the thing is 60 years old, okay? 60 years, going up on 70 years old. This bow is so old that you'd expect it to be in worse condition, but no. What's beautiful about the construction of the bow is that the bowstring still had strength in it. You can still pull the bow back and not have this thing completely demolish itself on you. It's probably one of the major reasons why I want to get this thing, you know, restored, is because, well, it's a bow that still has some fight in it. You can say that to, you know, a lot of new bows. I mean, newer bows, they're kind of, you know, they're made of lighter materials. They require a lot more upkeep. Their construction doesn't feel as solid as this thing. This thing is built like a tank. It's great. And I'm hoping that my hope is that the company that this guy started, Red Bear started, you know, Bear bows. I mean, if you know anything about archery, you know of the Bear, you know, you know of the bow. You know of the manufacturer Bear. I mean, Fred Bear is the one who started the company, and my hope is that their bows live up to that reputation, because this bow is very impressive. Granted, it's not worth much. I mean, it's really... Where did that wolf go to? We have to wait for the crows to come out, I guess. Yeah, he went somewhere. Not exactly sure where, but he went somewhere. I'll have to find him later. We got plenty of arrows right now. We got more than we'll ever need. But yeah, I'm just amazed on how long this bow has been somewhat still together. But yeah, there's a lot of things I gotta do to the bow first. And then I gotta get myself a quiver. I gotta get myself something to put arrows into. And I gotta find myself a set. I really don't want to kind of piecemeal it. I don't want to have arrows of different types. I gotta go and track down and find myself arrows of the same look. Just so that, you know, somewhat looks like it's supposed to fit together. So I pretty much, when I brought it into the archery store, I kind of just looked at different types of quivers. Some of them, for the particular store I went and looked at, they had like only two types. They had full camo and black. That was it. I was just like, okay. If I could customize my arrows, I would love to have green feathers, or maybe like probably green feathers. Because green feathers would be pretty sweet. But I'm excited to get back into archery. I haven't been in archery for man, maybe 15 years. I have not touched an a bow in 15 years. I'm excited to get back into it. And once I get back into archery, I'll make sure to post videos about it. But that's not going to happen until spring, because that's what I'm aiming for. I'm aiming for having all that kind of situated before spring comes around, so that in the afternoons after work, I'll go to like the archery range and fire a couple of arrows down and practice and get really, really good. Yeah, we're coming up on... Aha! He was up on the rocks. Okay. Let's make a round. Get some feathers. What I'm probably going to steer clear of is probably, in real life, I'm probably going to steer clear from real, genuine feathers. Mostly because, well, the arrows are going to be way more expensive. But I also don't want to go for the cheap arrows. Because the last thing I want is for me to fire them a couple of times and then they immediately break. Oh, there he is. Give me my arrow back. The eventual goal is I'm going to get my aim back up to where it used to be, and then exceed it. Because my aim used to be pretty damn good with a bow and arrow, but just like anything, it always helps to have a little bit of improvement. I think my aim was probably, it wasn't like close to bullseyes, but it was like within the first 3 or 4 rings. Because there's, with a target, there's like 5 or 6 rings. I was somewhere in between, somewhere in the 3 rings or 4 rings. I was near the center. At least that's what I remember. I wouldn't be surprised if I would occasionally get a couple that, hit the outer rim of the target, but even then, most of my arrows would always hit target. Just usually not anywhere near the center. Where are the feathers for you? Where are your feathers? You've got crows. Where are the feathers for the crows? Oh, jerk. Even in death, you're a jerk. Even in death, still a jerk. But yeah, the eventual goal is to... one of my goals is to get back into archery, and the second is to actually go hunting with the bow. I would love to be able to come back and say I got like a wild turkey, or got myself, I don't know, something. Actually be able to show you guys, hey, I actually did what I did in game in real life. I actually killed something with a bow. Brought it home, ate it. That's gonna be a long time off, though. I'd have to be on it when it comes to practicing my bow, and then finding, someone around town who I know who goes hunting to go hunting with, and because I'm still fairly new to the area here, so I don't know where all the good hunting locations are. There's a lot of things I need to learn how to do. I already know how to fish. I know how to fish. I mean, you know, I grew up in Anchorage. I know how to fish. Most people in Alaska know how to fish. But just like every other area, this place, you know, is a high mountain. I mean, it's Idaho. It's a high mountain. So therefore, the fishing here is a little different. So that's another thing I gotta learn about this place, is learn how to fish. And I've been really like putting it off for a while, and I want to get back into it. I want to get back into fishing, and I want to get back into archery, and eventually, you know, go hunting with with a bow and arrow. I think I have this game to blame for that re-sparking that interest of fishing and archery. Really, probably it. I have this game to blame. Yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna go and go back to that cave here.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
No, you don't. Lies, all of it. No idea what you're talking about. Because I spent a lot of time in this house, so we're gonna have to go and deal with that. Now that actually, you know, now that I have a job that's actually, you know, paying me a decent amount, give me like full time, I'm gonna be able to start gathering up. I kind of started doing it last year, start gathering up camping supplies, but now I'm gonna be able to start piecemealing a camping kit and a hunting kit and a fishing kit, so that I can, you know, occasionally on the weekend go camping, go fishing while I'm there, eat the fish I caught. Go hunting, probably not get anything, but have fun doing it. Why not? Okay. Some of these kills up on hills don't seem to drop feathers that often. Either that, or they're dropping inside of the mountain itself, well, inside the hill itself, and I just can't get to them. Funny thing too is that my brother, I got a vintage compound bow. He got a crossbow. He got a vintage crossbow. Pretty much this year was pretty much the family heirlooms being handed down. Pretty much, my brother got the old 1950s Woodstock crossbow. And I got the vintage bow. I'm not quite sure if he's going to actually go and get that thing restored. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I'm not quite sure. But it would be nice to see that thing fire. Never checked if it had a string. Probably didn't have a string on it. That thing was also very old. I mean, it was still in a cardboard box with foam. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was pretty much what it had been bought in. Because it's kind of falling apart. And if he should ever restore that thing, I'll make sure to show, send pictures on Twitter. Let you guys see it. If you're following my Twitter. It's pretty cool looking. It's not even assembled. It's in pieces. Okay, we are here. Just gonna have to hang out. Look at the map. Okay, we've filled in a little bit more of the map. There's still this location and up here to fill in. We got this. A couple of spots right here to fill in. Apparently there is something up here by the Bear's Cave. I'm just not sure. Okay. What? Okay. But I'm going to take a quick break here. Obviously drinking too much coffee, so I will be right back, and I hope to see you here, and we'll continue on, try and crank out a few more days on the game. You're back. Okay, I'm back. Hello. Okay, so got ourselves back to this cave. That way we can not get ourselves any cabin fever right now. Also got a little bit of wood we're gonna have to get for this place. We got some wood we're gonna have to deal with here. What are we doing? Got that. Drop that off here. Couple of tinder here. Oh. Let's do that. Go and get ourselves some wood here. Trying to restock this place up while the weather's still nice. There might be some up here. Looking for branches. That's what I'm looking for right now. Looking for branches. Ah, there's one. Two. Two even. Nice. 3. Nice. Yeah, let's break this down. Break it down. Okay. Per limb.
Something's gotta go.
Something does not have to go. I have no idea what you're talking about. What craziness is this? Water. But yeah, I'm slowly starting to just get myself a bunch of equipment put together.
If I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
Yeah. Yeah. I got it. I know. Kind of funny how the footprints do that. Ouch. Had to be the wrist, huh? Okay. 10 of them. Nice. Drop those off. Let me get myself a fire pistol. I think that would be awesome. It's about to be nighttime. We'll wait an hour. We sleep. Okay, pick up. We're at 416 days, 16 hours, 15 minutes. Drink some water. Okay, we only got a liter left. This is fine. Okay, we'll wait 1 hour. Wait, actually. Just go out and see what temperature it is right now. Okay, it's actually not that bad. They're still shielded from wind. Which means that if I come out of shielding, it's probably going to be up to 2 arrows. Which is not bad at all. Yep, 2 arrows. 2 arrows is not bad. Yeah, I have to get myself a rest of some sort. Arm rest. Figure that I just have to stretch out the hand. Really have to. Yeah, the wind is not going towards the wolves, so we're fine. Okay. That is definitely starting to increase the temperature here. It's gonna get cold. Well, decrease the temperature. It be getting cold.
Looks like I survived another night.
Right? Did we now? Did we truly survive the night? I don't know. I think I might be a ghost because I don't see my feet. Check on the wolf carcass for any feathers that may have dropped during the night. Yeah, no, you're getting cold. And the wolf is gone. Oh, great. Yeah, we'll be able to make it back. Cold weather. You know, having this kind of cold weather and, you know, getting hit by a bear. Yeah. Hypothermia slowly ticks down your health, and the bear kill will already get you to low health. So, if you get yourself killed, well, if you get yourself attacked by a bear, and it's, you know, triple cold weather. Oh yeah, you're on borrowed time at that point. That's why I like to try and stay somewhere close enough to a shelter. Or have a place that is near shelter before I take on a bear. Okay, we have no wolves at our house. They have not respawned yet, which is good. Cold enough out there to where we only have 2 arrows up, which is understandable because there's a hole in the roof, but I'm not complaining much. This is why I wish I could, if I had the supplies, I'd fill that in. I mean, why not? Why can't we fill the holes in that? Just completely plug holes. That's just me. That's just me being picky. Let's see here. So I'm gonna actually do this. Sleep for 2. Bring my energy up to full, and hopefully make the wind go away. Which it did. Oh, allowed me to warm up too. Okay. Eat bear meat. Drink water. Nope. Okay, we are good. Probably go up there. Start filling in the map. Warm enough. It is warm enough. On the way back, I'll go and grab the feathers off of whatever wolf bodies that remain. It's just winter wonderland right now. In fact, on the way back, I'll probably go down the rope. So I don't have to go up this river again. Just gonna have to look down the rope first to make sure that the bear isn't hanging out down there. Because I have to go with the possibility that I'm not gonna make it back up the rope. That's gonna be a one-way trip. With the addition of the Milton Zone, it's definitely going to give me a lot of places to go and explore. Looking for supplies is nice. Survey. Nice. Got the entire river now. Now I know where the bear ends up, I just don't know its entire path. Wish I knew where he turns around. Or does he make a full circle? We're up here. Quick survey. I'm gonna have to make my way to either back home or the nearest cave. It's getting cold. Perfect opportunity right now to find that rope down. There it is. Shielded there. Hey, look, more of these. Ain't that nice? Starting to get cold. At least that doesn't speed up time. Okay. Look down the rope. That's good. Give me shielding? Yes. No, not past time. Survey. Gonna survey. Holy crap, it's getting cold. Okay, there's the down. Go down this rope. The wolves are gone, so unless they respawn, they're fine. The wind's starting to pick up though. This is the quicker option. Now I know where this rope goes, I know exactly how to get back. The weather's starting to pick up. This is a nice straight path back to the house. It's nice because I get to fill in more of the map. Still got a little bit of the map to go. And I'm too cold. I'm not going to be able to go and gather up any of the feathers. We're just going to have to leave. Yeah, we're just going to have to leave them be. We might be able to get back to the house, warm up. Essentially just sleep in bed for a little while and then go back out and get the feathers. It will also allow us to know for sure if come on, close. If we're gonna get a blizzard. So past time. Just not lay in bed. Okay, that's perfect. Go back out. Why are you still huffing and puffing, sir? He's still huffing and puffing. Like he's tired. Exhausted. Like, come on. You just laid in a bed. You're fine. Boy, this guy's... For someone who spent pretty much well over... For someone who spent well over a year out in the wilderness, he is definitely still out of shape. Wait, what?
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
There's a deer quarter in here. Okay. Still in death, they are jerks. He was hiding the deer quarter from me. I did not appreciate that good stuff.
I need to drop something.
No, you don't. No carcasses. Well, no feathers on the carcass. I do see the bear. I saw the bear off in the distance. He seems to be coming this way. Maybe. 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 I'm eventually going to have to kill him again. Just so I can go over there and see what's up in that little path behind the cave. See what's up in there. You are not tired. God. Just puffing and puffing. Crazy. Just stop it. No. Bad. Enough of the huffing and puffing. You're fine. You are fine. You're going to be fine. Stop it. Now, let's see here. Got a piece of tinder, which I can just get rid of. Still have that lighter fluid for the emergency fire. Should we need it? Look out. 22 remaining. We came up here, we found the climbing rope. There's a couple of things of rose hips I haven't found yet. What the heck? I found them all. Plenty of cattails still around them. There's that. No, that's the cave. No, that is the cave. Okay. Wait, is it? Ah! Okay, that is the cave. It's right near the chasm. That's where his cave is. Yeah. I've got to go over there and see what's over there. There's another rope over here. There's another rope over here. We're gonna have to go up in here to have a look-see. Yeah. Now there's two ways we can go about doing this. One, going the long way. which is going all the way up to here, and going to this cave that's over here, that's near the rope. There's a cave right over here. And then go through the cave, end up here, and survey up here. Or we go this way, go up through here, survey this way. We could go to here or here. That's really our two options. I'm probably going to go this way. That way I can survey this little outcropping here that I can walk through. Survey the front of this cave. Go all the way up in here. Probably have to kill a couple wolves up here. Survey this location. And fill this all out. So that the only thing we're missing is everything that's on the mountain. So we'll have everything on the bottom of the mountain all surveyed. Oh, the rose hip here. Either that or I've already gathered them and I need to update. Yeah, that's probably what I have to do. I probably have to update the map. Yeah. Okay. Probably just go there now. Yeah, let's go there now. Mostly because we need to sleep in a cave anyway. And there's a cave up there. But we could probably just go up there, survey as we go, and then sleep up in the cave that's up there. And then we'll go through the cave, get to the other side, and then kind of just do a whole loop. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll just do a giant loop. The bear's here. Hi, Smokey. How's it going? Good? That's good. Smokey's here. Smokey's here to hang out with us, guys. Let's just hope that Smokey doesn't decide to kill us. That wouldn't be very friendly of Smokey. Okay, we're not close enough to the bear to cause issues. There's definitely a pack of bears up there. No, a pack of wolves. Bears don't howl. Wolves do. Oh wait, we have got scent on us because we have a. Drop that. We'll just drop that right there. Wow, we were ringing the dinner bell for a while there. Completely spaced that I picked up another deer quarter. Oh, hi. Well, my own fault. Holy crap. Yeah, all of them. Pretty much all of them came. Hey, what kind of weird direction do you come from? Okay. Just gonna have to clear them out. Gotcha. Okay, one last one. Hey, jerk. How's it going? I've had a bit of practice. I've had a bit of practice taking out wolves. Quite a few of them. Quite a few of them in this difficulty. Okay, he ran up here. Preparing for nope. Up here. Going this way, mostly because I feel like he's gonna be up waiting for me. Yeah, he kind of ran up in that direction. Fine. We're gonna go up this way. We gotta get to that destination. There's a cave up there. Temperature's fine. I could have gone up that rope and completely avoided all that. But I needed to get myself enough, you know, fresh kills to be able to get feathers. So, feathers were kind of what I was concerned about. And that will definitely give me more feathers. This. Just quick survey here. Fill in more of the map. And we're gonna go up this way. I can see the tail from here. A little bit of rose hips here. And go up this way. I'm gonna look over the edge here. Now the howls came from the wolves that are currently down by the engine. That's where the engine is. We're gonna go up this way. Walk up this hill here. We'll make our way to the cave up here. And just survey along the way. Just need to get there before the temperature drops and nighttime comes. Now there shouldn't be any wolves up here. Shouldn't. Okay, I see supplies here, so we're just gonna do quickly survey here. Survey says. Yeah. I could lug up the could lug over the mountaineer's rope and drop it on this thing. Good. I'm not quite sure though. What? Why did I do that? I'm confused with what I just did right there. I did things and stuff. Okay, there's a climb station and then the engine. Behold the engine. Okay, let's go over here to where the cave is and mark the entrance to the cave. Yeah, this is where the wolves are hanging out. Okay, there's the cave. Another rabbit grove. That's where we're going to be sleeping for tonight. Two wolves, three wolves. One doge. Two doge. Doge. This out. Hi there. Hey, buddy. You're about to be a dead buddy. Pretty much I kind of aim for the back of their neck. Seems to be a very easy spot to hit. Yeah, I see some saplings there. These are the maple saplings. Come on. There you go. Just trying to keep him in trying to keep me in between. Trying to keep that that bait in between me and him. Okay, he's gonna just run off. Maples. Don't exactly need. I'm just gonna grab them because just to kind of get a sense of shit. How many of the saplings over does the game give you? Because I haven't exactly been very careful when it comes to my use of my supplies. In fact, I've been kind of crazy with my use. Been just kind of burning through the supplies really, really quickly, and apparently I've been given the game kind of gives you, in this difficulty, way more than you'll ever use, as long as you find it all. And that's the difficult part. It's just finding all the supplies. Yeah. Temperature might be dropping a bit. Just gonna go over to here. I think this is where the rope is located. And I'm just gonna quickly mark it. Guess not. Where is it? Where's that rope? I'm also gonna have to go and track down where those wolves died at. I can get my arrows back, because they're both carrying an arrow. Oh, there it is. Okay, there's our climbing rope. Cave. Okay. Let's just drink something here real quick. And eat. Because we're gonna have to sleep anyway. some little surveying up here while we're up here. Hopefully tomorrow we're gonna have a clear enough weather to where the crows come out and then we can track them down. Temperature's dropping. We need to get indoors. Need to go to a cave. Now think of it, I don't think this cave is going to do to keep us from getting cabin fever, because it's considered an indoor location, not an outdoor location. There's something up there. Excuse me? Excuse me. Okay. They're going off to mark one of my kills. Something died over there. Can I get up there? No, I don't think I can. Yeah, the wind has died down, so I might be able to grab one of my arrows here. Maybe I'll be lucky and I'll be able to grab both of my arrows. Be nice. There's one of the wolves. That other wolf should be somewhere around here. Somewhere around here. Is there an arrow? Feather. That thing's gonna give us even more feathers. Probably just mark this thing real quick. There we go. Cattails is the end of the river here. Okay. Now that other wolf. Wolf number 3 should be somewhere over there. Where is he? Hum. Where'd you go?
It's dusk.
Yeah, I know. I know night's not too far behind. I understand. Want to get some surveys in. Okay, he's got to be somewhere in here. That's probably where he is. Guaranteed he went some. Probably one of those wolves that kind of ended up somewhere weird. Oh, come on. Ooh, foggy. It'll be foggy and nighttime. Okay, there's where his body is. Well, the first one I killed. The cave should be right there. There it is. Okay, up we go. Hopefully tomorrow morning is going to be a little bit better. The weather is a little bit better. In cave. In cave we go. Okay. Here's the cave system. Find ourselves a little bit of a... Let's drop our bedroll here. Oh, there we go. We sleep through the night. Hopefully. We're 17, 15 hours, 20 minutes. Pick that up. Water. Let's eat one of these. We're gonna have to wait until a little bit more daylight here. Then turn around. Go back out the cave. Back down where our other arrow is. Because it didn't break. If it broke, it wouldn't have stuck in. Oh wow. Okay. It is not warm enough out, so we're gonna have to probably wait an hour. Hopefully it's gonna be a little bit brighter out. A little bit brighter out, a little bit warmer out. Better. Okay, where in the world would that other wolf go? Because one wolf ran off in that corner. That's one wolf. Over here. Yeah. Feel like he probably ran in this direction. Yeah, he may have ended up somewhere around here. Also, this kind of works out because, well, it's shielded too. Okay, I don't see anything yet. Really wish the crows would show up, and it would make it a lot easier to find him. Might be still dawn. That's probably why. They probably don't show up until it's like daytime. The wind probably doesn't exactly help either. Oh, shoot. Well, that's unfortunate. Probably in a weird spot. That's all I can guess, is that he ended up in a weird spot. Probably up on one of the cliffs or on one of the rocks somewhere. Just hoping that I can find him before he despawns. My hope. He might be up there. He might not even have gone this direction. He probably went up here. Okay, let's try up there then. I probably never found one of these wolves to go running off and die in the same spot that another wolf bled out in. Probably what happened. Probably went to a completely other spot. Probably somewhere up in here. Pretty cold. Look, more rose hips. Yeah, this game pretty much just, when it comes to a lot of the natural stuff,
Can't feel my feet.
seem to throw this stuff at you. Hello. Keep going up. Oh, hey. Hi, how's it going? Oh, gin bar and a hunting knife. Backpack.
This is
Ruined t-shirt. Corpse. An MRE. Thank you very much. You have been most helpful. Ah, hypothermia affliction. Damn it.
I'm so cold. I'm up again.
It's so cold, I'm warming up again. Might be able to squeeze out. Yeah, I'm gonna lose health, but probably not much. At the peak. Filled out. Nice. Still no wolf body. We got one wolf body, two. Three's probably up in here. Ooh. Is this where his fire was? Oh, he planned on making a fire here. He's slightly shielded. Let's get inside. And go through the cave. And then get to the other side and do another survey. Yeah, not that way. Oh! Hello! Hi! How's it going? I went right past you. You did go up here. Okay. You did go up there. Found their arrow. All is right in the world. We move on. Get ourselves to this cave. Get indoors before we freeze to death. Are you getting your money's worth from this game? Yes, I am, actually. I'm almost up to 250 hours playing this game. Yes, I am very much getting my money's worth. Just trying to get to 500 days. I mean, just that alone. If you take that as a goal for this game, say you get the game like, I'm going to try and get to 500 days. That alone is going to give you 200 hours. Okay, we've got an MRE now. Got nuts and stuff. Anyway, hi. How's it going, Conwis? I picked up this game and played it. The first day I found a bed, I went to sleep, but then I woke up and it was pitch dark. Pretty good, thanks. That's going pretty good. Currently right now I'm just kind of there. Currently right now I'm just kind of just trying to not die in the game. But I just I made the, I'm going to be trying to get back into archery. I was gifted a vintage compound bow for Christmas. It's an old family heirloom, and I'm going to be making an attempt at getting back into archery. I just need to get that thing.
Too cold to think.
I just need to get it new enough. Well, I have to get it repaired, so I've got to get it serviced. I gotta get a new bowstring. I gotta get a new sight. I gotta get a new arrow rest for it. But eventually, it's gonna get to where I'm gonna be able to start shooting it. And I'm gonna post pictures and videos of me. You know, once I get it up to where it's presentable. I mean, this bow is old. It is a 1950s compound bow, so it's pretty damn old. Fire. But it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool looking bow. I just need to, you know, restore it a bit.
Turned out pretty well.
Let's do 2.5. But yeah, it's like a
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
creating a list of things that I want to have finished before spring rolls around, so that I can go out to like archery ranges, practice. I also want to get back into fishing, so I was gifted a telescoping fishing pole. I'm gonna try and get that get the right line, get myself some fishing lures, because of where I'm located, the fishing is a little bit different. So all the lures I currently have in storage are probably not gonna work here. Maybe for trout. Trout will probably be very easy. Do the people that were giving you presents watch you stream? No, I actually just I had added a couple of things onto my Christmas list, like I've been asked every single year, and this year I was just like, I would like a compound bow, and I would like a telescoping fishing pole. I pretty much added things that I knew I wasn't gonna get, but just to give them ideas of what I was looking for. Mainly, my list basically just had quality of life items. So they got me like this tea kettle that just for boiling water. I got like new towels. Things that was like kind of make things a little bit more comfortable for your life. I even got a bread maker, which I still have to actually use. I gotta get the ingredients for it. But the compound bow on my list was fulfilled because my dad had a old vintage bow that he was handed down from his grandfather. So that's my great grandfather's bow he gave me. So not like he paid money for it, but it's still pretty cool. And the telescoping fishing pole was something that they actually bought. But I do it pretty much every single year. Every single year I'll basically just add things onto my list and not expect to get them. In fact, as a kid, that's pretty much how I always created my lists. I would always add things to my list that I know they were never going to get, and then have things I actually wanted that were less expensive. In hopes that they would look at the most expensive thing on the list and go, oh, we can't afford that. But this is much more reasonable. So I was quite surprised that I actually got major things on the list. Which is understandable that my dad is kind of excited that I'm getting back into archery. Mostly because, you know, he's an avid hunter and fisherman, so for me to get back into that that aspect kind of makes him excited. Which is understandable. Let's see. Trying to remember how to get out of this cave. Might be this way. Gotta figure out where the exit is. Just need to get through the cave. And then survey the other side. Oh, there it is. But pretty much, as I do plan on as I go. Kind of like showing off the different pieces of equipment that I get. Like, for instance, when I get the bow finished or make some progress that's worth showing, here's the cave system. Boom. You live close to an area where hunting and fishing is plausible? Yes. Currently right now in Idaho, there are antelope, or I think they're called antelope. There's also deer here. There's coyote, which coyote is kind of like more of a nuisance for the farmers. It's not like you can kill an antelope. It's not like you can kill a coyote around here and like skin it and mount it on the wall or something. No, you have to. If you kill a coyote, you have to give it up to the fishing game, and then they take it away and do something. There's also a couple of rivers that you can fish out of. They do have wild. They have wild partridge, wild turkey. So they got a couple of birds that you can hunt with either a gun or a bow and arrow. So there are things to hunt here. It's just knowing where to go and knowing how to. Because I've never hunted with a bow before, so that's going to be interesting. Yes, good stuff then. We're going to go this way and go to the cave that's up here. And we'll just kind of spend the night there. We kind of just made a giant circle. Mostly so that we could survey all the stuff up here. And then we're going to just survey as we go this way. I feel like there should be something up there. Either that or it's just empty space. Somewhere where you're not supposed to be able to go. How do you get charcoal to survey? You get charcoal to survey by burnt out fires. So anytime you see like a potbelly stove, a fireplace, or previous fires that you started, you can get charcoal from them. You just have to grab the charcoal before you light it. And depending on how many fires were started there, you'll get more and more charcoal. So if you come across a potbelly stove, chances are you're probably going to get 8 charcoal. I found one piece, but that wasn't enough. Yeah. 1 charcoal per survey. That's what it is. Okay, you can't get up there. Okay. It's just an empty spot. But yeah, surveys are kind of just so you can mark major locations. I'm just kind of filling out the map because, but it's mainly so that you can get a sense of the map layout, so that when you go to a major landmark, you'd be like, oh, okay, well then in that general direction is where, you know, my house is, so you can make your way back. Okay, we're gonna just go into this cave here. Spend the night here. That's so that, because I spent a lot of time inside that cave. Yeah, I have to deal with that. And make sure we don't get cabin fever. A little bit of water. Just to max it out here. Plenty of water here. We have an MRE we found. Okay. So we are currently over here. We just made that distance. Right through here. This is where the entrance to the mountain is. I think we've gotten everything marked on the lower part. So this is the entire lower part. Then we get up here, and then we're going to start, as we go, we'll fill out each level of the mountain. So as you can tell, this is everything else. This is where the mountain is. The first level is going to be extra difficult because it's the largest level on the mountain. So we're going to have to go through and survey it. It's going to be kind of difficult with the one bear that's on the mountain, because that's where he's located, is on that level. Once you get past that level, then it's just dealing with wolves and even less room to work with. And then the very top is like a very small spit of nothing. Nothing but rabbits up there. But we're going to be living off of MREs up there, because I've got 10 MREs kind of hanging out up there, which are going to be supplemented by eating. They're going to be supplemented by eating rabbit. That's why we need to bring the snares all the way to the top. Nearly there, so we'll just wait until nighttime. But all I can say is that when you first start a run, your biggest concern is shelter, fire, water, and food. Your major concerns. Your major concerns are those. Your 3-4 major concerns. And in between all of that, if you find the time, go around, find winter clothing. If not, then from your kills, like deer, wolves, rabbit, making hide clothing. Which, just by getting the kills, you're going to get the supplies to be able to do that. You know, it doesn't require much. It just requires time. Like 3 deer hides and then 4 cured guts. Guaranteed, by the time you kill 3 deers, you're going to have way more guts than you have anything to do. So it just requires 12 and a half hours of time and a workbench to be able to make. Once you make those pants, then the only thing that's going to be as good or better is going to be the ski pants. The ski pants are pretty much going to be a good outer layer to keep your deer hide pants nice and dry and warm. Let's see here. It's nearly nighttime, so we'll wait another hour. I'm gonna have to repair. Oh my god, very red.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
Yeah, no. Yeah, oh my god, it's very red. That's right here. No, wait. Still light out, so we'll just wait past 1 hour of time. That should give us enough time of nighttime to... ...418 days, 16 hours. Oh my. Okay. I could probably eat that, but I'm not. That's emergency food. MREs will always, to me, be emergency food. Okay. So... let's see here. I have to wait. Let's wait an hour. That should give us enough daylight so we can make our way back. How are we doing in water? We got a liter. That's fine. Do they have firewood in this game now? They have... There's wood. Was that always there? I'm thinking of a different game. This... It does have firewood. You have to find it from branches and limbs. So, like, you either have to find sticks, which, if you don't have a hatchet or an axe of any description, then you'll be picking up sticks. And these sticks are pretty much everywhere. They don't last very long, so you have to gather quite a bit of them, but they don't require an axe to get. And then up from there is, you'll find in houses, you'll find pre-cut cedar and fir, but you'll also find that particle firewood fire logs. They're like particle board, you know, fake logs that are kind of compressed wood. Those things are they're heavy, but they'll do. But you'll find these things, cedar limbs. These you need an axe to break apart. But then you have these, which are branches, which you don't need an axe to break apart, but they give you sticks. And then there's just the sticks by themselves. These will probably be the very first things that you use to start fires, like these. That's a stick. The sticks are a lot more difficult to keep a fire going. The cedar is a lot easier, and then you got the fir branches that are around. Fir limbs, fir branches. You'll even find cedar and fir on even bigger branches. So there's like a small branch, a small cedar branch, and then there's cedar limbs. So cedar branches and then cedar limbs, and the limbs are bigger. So the cedar branches will give you 3. It will either give you 3 cedar, or if it's a fir branch, and then it will give you 3 fir. And if you find a limb, it will go up to 5, but it takes longer to break down with a hatchet. And the limbs are a lot harder to find. Branches are much easier to find. Branches you'll find everywhere. Limbs are a lot harder to find. But once you get yourself a hatchet, you're pretty much going to be living off of cedar for a while. The occasional fir will present itself, but for the most part, it's going to be just cedar. And cedar is a very, I want to say, gives you about maybe 2 hours of fire per cedar. So you don't have to find many of them. And it's also very easy to start a fire with it. Branches are the easiest to start a fire with, especially when you don't have a very high ranking in fire starting. You know, and something, the best to start a fire is books. If you happen to come across books, carry one on you. Yes, they weigh a lot, but I mean, if you are desperate to start fires, that's the best way to do it. I just highly suggest, if you're going to start a fire with a book, make it worth it. Have enough wood on hand to be able to have the fire last a long time. Because once the books are gone, they're gone. It's a really good, cheap, well, relatively cheap way to give yourself a couple of points towards fire starting. Because that's going to probably be the number one thing that's going to give you difficulty, is failing to start a fire. Because when you're low on matches, you really don't want to be failing at starting up a fire. I found a bunch of books, but I didn't think about bringing them because they were all survival guides of some kind. And I was thinking I should read them. Yes, read them first. The ones that give you better skills, the skill books. Read them first, and if you find yourself maxing out on that skill, then it goes from being a skill book to being just a way to start a fire. They do have blank books. It just says book. Those are great for starting fires. If it's a skill book, a good way to spend your time during a blizzard is reading one of those books, because a blizzard will usually last anywhere from 2 hours to an entire day. So that's a great thing to do during a daytime blizzard, is just read a book, just to pass the time. I usually, starting out at the very beginning of my run, I will usually hang on to a book if I find one. And then if a blizzard happens, then I immediately start reading it. Just to both quickly pass the time, get through the blizzard, and gain some skill at the same time. There are certain skill books that are a lot easier to find than others. Fishing books, ice fishing books, sewing books, wilderness cooking books, and fire starting. Well, it's like, I think it's like wilderness survival book, something like that. Those are like the easiest to find. The harder ones to find is the ones pertaining to the guns and hunting. So, bow hunting, rifle hunting, those are a lot harder to find. And you can usually tell if it's a bow or gun. The gun one will have the deer with the crosshairs and a rifle on it with a scope. And the bow one will just be, a crosshair with deer. Which both are very useful books. Oh, there's also field dressing, which is also a hard one to find. Which is, harvesting your kill. Pretty much there's a book for every single skill in the game. It's just the field dressing one, the hunting ones are a lot harder to find. They're much more rare. But I think the one skill book that's worth its weight in gold is the one for fire starting. Fire starting is pretty much what's going to cause you to be able to have a good run, is getting that skill up as fast as possible. And the only way to do that is through a book or by successfully starting a fire. That's a tall order. And if you're not able to find enough matches to be able to get through that very, very difficult first few levels, yeah, it could be a pain. That's why I say, if you can find books, use the books. That will give you some extra points, extra free points, essentially, without having to waste matches. Then once you get the first 2 points, then you'll move from books to using just Tinder. And then once you get to rank 4 and 5, then Tinder kind of goes out the window. And you just use Cedar by itself. A Cedar and a match. Okay, we're back at the house.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Okay. Another thing that a lot of people don't understand is when it comes to curing, you can only cure when it's placed indoors. Now, I've heard from some people that it doesn't have to be on the floor, but I just put it on the floor just because. I mean, as long as it's somewhere indoors. This is considered indoors, so these things will cure. And each type of hide requires a certain amount of time. The bigger the kill, the longer it will take to cure. Throw it in a drawer. You could throw it in one of these drawers, or in here. I don't. I just throw it on the ground. Okay. 3 cedar on me. That's fine. Let's see here. Harvest that. Okay. Okay, we got. I could harvest that for a stick? Really? Why would I want to do that? How desperate for a stick would I have to be? Okay. Let's see. Check the map. Where can I go? I've already gotten my... I really wish it would show me the cliff a little bit better. Because it doesn't really show you where... It only shows you that the river keeps going, but it doesn't show that... Oh, maybe it does. Probably right here. Probably what's showing me right here is the cliff. Okay, never mind. Probably shows it pretty well. I'm just trying to figure out if I can fill this in. Probably not. Probably this is probably the edge of the map right here. I probably have to fill this in. And then up here. No. Probably filled it in right there. Okay, never mind. I'm filling that part of the map. There's a whole bunch of blank space here and I need to fill in. But that's over by the bear cave, and unless I take out the bear, it would be kind of dangerous to go over there. There's that here too. Probably need to fill that in too. Kind of running out of places to survey. Crap. Do that or go to another zone and or surveying that. Probably go check to see if the moose is back. Bear's here. Not close enough to cause any issues. But go over here, see if the moose is back. Maybe, possibly. Which you can tell where the moose spawn is by the trees. It's been a while since I've killed this moose in this particular location. And it hasn't shown back up yet. You can see the other tree across there, straight ahead. It's a fairly large area. And I've had one success and one failure. You know, the failure was educating because I found out what it takes to get yourself recovered from broken ribs, and it's not fun. It's quite punishing, but the good thing is that when you get attacked by a moose, you don't get as much health loss from the moose. Yeah, if you fail to kill the moose before he gets to you, which he doesn't move that fast, he actually moves fairly slow compared to the bear. But if you happen to miss, he will stomp you into the ground and break a rib. And then you have to sleep for 120 hours. You have to sleep a total of 120 hours and pretty much use, I think, a total of 6 painkillers just to make it go away. So it's not like you have to just hang out and wait for it to go away in 120 hours. You know, you have to sleep 120 hours, which means if you're sleeping 10 hours a night, a total of 10 hours a night, that's 12 days. Yes, I got moose attacked. Mostly because I was trying to get this. The moose hide cloak, which is it's top tier coat right now. And also moose hide satchel. So each one is a moose hide. So this was one moose hide, this was another. Yes, I took on 2. I took on one that I had failed on, and then I took another shot because I realized I was at near full health, which I made a highlight of. And then the second one for the moose hide satchel, which was the moose that was located right there. That's why I keep on going to that location to see if he comes back. That only took 1 attempt. The first one took 2 attempts. This one took 1 attempt. And it takes 2 shots to take one down. 2 well-placed shots, either in the chest or in the head. Which, when he charges at you, his head goes down. So, pretty much, if you miss the head, you're going to hit the heart. So, as long as you don't shoot too high. I'm still waiting on the cougar. The cougar is going to be the next update. The next update is they're going to release the cougar, which is it's a cliff hostile carnivore. So that's going to cause the game to immediately change, because now you have to pay attention to, well, where does the cougar like to hang out? Well, probably by cliffs. Well, what part of the map are they going to be hanging out in? And also with that being released, we're going to be able to make something with the cougar hide. I don't know what that might be. It might be gloves, might be boots. I'm probably putting heck, it might be a hat. I'm kind of a cougar for hat. Might be, yeah. I'm probably putting my money on the gloves. I'm thinking they're probably going to give us better gloves. Because right now, at this point, we only have one type of gloves, and that's the rabbit skin gloves. It'd be pretty cool if we could get cougar gloves. That would be awesome. Or it might be cougar boots. Might be a hat. I don't know, we'll find out. We'll find out. I'm quite sure when that gets released, I'm probably going to be on my next run. On Interloper. A higher difficulty. Which I both look forward to and dread at the same time. Oh man, that's going to be difficult. But I will not consider this game completely beaten until I get through on that harder difficulty to 500 days or more. We're not going to die. We're not going to end our run at 500 days like we're going to do on this run. Interloper is going to be, let's just see how far we can go until we either get bored or, you know, we die. So but that's pretty much going to be the goals. Just get past 500 days on Interloper and see how it goes. If we get past 500 days and then we get bored, then there we go. Let's see here. Can I eat this? Can I eat the rest of this? Get rid out of my inventory. Yes, good. Okay, we'll grab that. Another one.
Too heavy.
No, you're just fine. I have no idea what you're talking about. Ooh, that's right, cedar. I'm currently carrying cedar. Should probably go. Another thing that you should learn also in this game is food. Food lasts longer when it's outdoors. So if you happen to have like meat or canned goods or stuff like that, having it outdoors, that's why all my food is kind of hanging out right here. It lasts longer when it's out in the cold. It's almost like a little refrigerator, freezer out there. There's also certain items that are in the game that never go bad, like water. Water never goes bad. Lantern fuel, accelerant doesn't go bad. Canned goods will go bad. Candy bars will go bad. And pretty much, if it's red, don't eat it. As you can see in the condition on it, it's at 0%. Yeah. If it's red, don't eat it. Unless, you know, but you can save it. Don't eat it, but save it until you get to rank 5 wilderness cooking. And at that point, you can pretty much eat ruined food and not have to worry about food poisoning. It's not like you just throw the stuff away. That stuff is still useful, but later on in the game. That's why this stuff is here, in case I absolutely, desperately need to feed myself. Which I haven't gotten to that point, ever. It's the bear. Yeah, it's the bear right there. Yep, there he is, kind of walking around. Still not at a point where I feel like I need to be able to take on a bear right now. Unless I feel like I'm burning through this bedroll too fast. But I'm waiting till 70 before I repair this thing. Because I do have a bear hide right here. I could probably just kill him and get the hide. Just as a backup, maybe. This is the dilemma of late game. It's like, do I risk possibly screwing up and getting myself killed. Or taking a ton of damage. He's not going to kill me. He'll just cause enough damage to where I'll have to just kind of sit indoors until I get my health back, which is like 2.5 days of regenning health. Because in this game, there's really no point of over harvesting. There really is. There's no point of having too much food because the food has a condition on it and it'll eventually just ruin itself and then disappear. So there's no point of just piling up a gigantic pile of food that you'll never have to leave your house ever again. No, it will just go bad. And if you don't have rank 5 cooking, then it's going to be food that you'll never be able to eat. And it'll just kind of just sit there and you'll kind of facepalm the entire time going, why did I get so much food? Okay. See here. Probably just going to wait through the day. It's a blizzard. Good thing I didn't go out and get him because I wouldn't be able to harvest him anyway. How are we doing on our conditioner clothing? 93, 93, 92, 80. Nothing is anywhere near 70, so we're good. I try to keep them anywhere from 80 to 100%. That way my gear will give as much of their full bonus as like the warmth and wind protection, all that. Oh great, blizzard's still going. Just change direction. Isn't that lovely? Drink the rest of that. Probably gonna have to restock on water in here. Should probably take it back from the fishing hut because until we burn through all of this meat, the bear meat and the venison that we have here, there's no point in going fishing. But fishing is a very safe, very low risk, high calorie food. So if you happen to be able to make fishing tackle or find fishing tackle, that would be, and you have a fishing hole nearby, it's definitely a recommended food because that will definitely keep you out of trouble and give you enough calories to burn through to be able to do other things. All you have to do is just catch something, which at low rank you'll rarely catch something, but you'll probably catch one thing every 2 hours in game 2 hours. But chances are anything you catch is going to be at least 700 calories, at least. So if you grab like 3 fish, that's probably a day and a half worth of food. Which will allow you to do other things, which is nice. Unless you get yourself a bass. Bass is probably around 900 to 1,000 calories. Which is pretty much one fresh venison. Which you didn't have to hunt down, you didn't have to go and kill, you didn't have to dress and then cook. Well, you don't have to cook the fish, but get time. Hurry this up. I want this blizzard to go away. I can't do anything with that blizzard going. Well, I could, but risk getting myself killed in the process. Okay. Water, water. Water, water everywhere. Yep. And I was asleep. Brain wrist is healed. Pretty much, in my opinion, probably the most dangerous affliction you could get in this game. Sprained wrist. Sprained wrist means you can't defend yourself. You know, you can't use a gun, you can't use a bow, and if you get attacked and you have to use your knife against a wolf, you're gonna cause literally 0 damage. And if you got sprained wrist and you're exhausted, you're gonna get killed because your knife is not gonna do enough damage to fight off the wolf, and he's just gonna kill you. Dude, after the first night of sleeping, I went outside, there were wolves in every direction I go. Yes. Yes. If you happen to be on Stalker, wolves are gonna be everywhere. I ran back into my house, went back to sleep. Yeah. Usually, when it comes to dealing with wolves, if you have any meat on you, any meat is preferred. Cooked meat is preferred. You can use either rabbit. Rabbit is good bait, especially good early game bait. Preferably cooked. Guts will work. If there is a rabbit nearby, you can freshly kill a rabbit and use the body as bait, because you can pick up the body of the rabbit. So you can use the body itself as bait. You can use guts as bait. Fresh guts, not cured guts, fresh guts. And that will usually bait them away. You'll use this ability, drop decoy. They'll drop at your feet, and then you can move, and they'll go after that bait. If you happen to have a gun or a bow, you can use that bait to get them to go into a straight line, straight towards it, and then it will just give you an easy kill to just snipe them. But early game, you essentially want to use the bait as a way to get around them. Avoiding them at all costs is kind of what you want to do early game. Once you're able to defend yourself, then the bait and shoot them in the head or the heart, the chest, is the tactic for taking out the wolves. But once you get to rank 5 wilderness cooking, then they become a food source. You can't eat many of the wolf flanks without dealing with parasites. The more you eat, the higher the risk of parasites. I have never once gotten parasites because I usually get the warning of parasite risk by eating them for the very first time. And in order for that stuff to go away, you have to spend a couple of days eating something else until it goes away. It's kind of wolf and bear early game is kind of like a supplement. It is not the primary source of your food, it's something to supplement other food sources. Because if you were to eat only carnivore meat, so bear and wolf, you will get parasites, and you will probably have like some permanent debuff on you that will make your run even more difficult. And it's way too cold out there right now. It's more daylight here. But yeah, early game, they are a threat. Late game, they're nothing more than a nuisance. They just become just this annoyance that you pretty much for the most part avoid just so that you don't have to repair your gear. Like, I don't want to repair my gear right now. Or, I just don't need the wolf meat right now. I got too much meat. Which is what, you know, I'm going through right now. It's like, I could take on a wolf, but then I'd feel guilty leaving it behind. Which, right now, I've got so much, arrows, so many arrows, that it's like, I just kind of shoot them just to get them out of my sight. And I've gathered up so many cedar. I've gathered up so many birch branches that I can easily just replace them. I'm just kind of using their bodies now as the farm up feathers. Okay, where is the bear here? Now looking for the bear. The bear usually kind of hangs out around here. I don't exactly want to move forward any further. Bears are fairly easy to deal with, mostly because you're safe. You're safe against the bear as long as you don't get too close. It's not like they're going to seek you out. If you get within a certain distance from them, they'll just slowly start walking in your direction. They're not as aggressive as the wolves, but there will be a point where they'll start grunting at you. If they're grunting, that means you're getting too close. They'll just kind of roar at you a little bit. And you'll know you've gotten too close if you see them get up on their hind legs. If they're up on their hind legs, you've gotten too close. He's about to charge. But as long as you don't get that close, they're just kind of like a deterrent. They're kind of just there. Like, you can't get any closer to this area now because bear is here. Which there's a place over there I want to go and check out. That's why I'm partly considering taking on the bear, but also part of me does not. Plus, the bear is kind of very silent. He can sneak up on you. They're not as loud as the wolves are. The wolves will howl, they'll bark, they'll growl. They're very noisy. And they're very easy to know where they're coming from, as long as you're listening for them. I mean, if you hear rustling of leaves, that means there's a wolf nearby, and he's about to come in your direction. You know, first you'll hear rustling, then you'll hear a bark, and then you'll hear a growl. That's usually the pattern of sounds that they'll make. If they're growling, they're within distance, they can see you, and that they're gonna slowly walk towards you. The bark means that they're close enough to where they're gonna run in your direction, and they're about to start growling. Sometimes when you're dealing with a wolf, the rustling, that sound, if they're close enough, if you're by a hill and you hear the rustling, that's probably the only warning you're gonna get, and then they'll immediately be on top of you. I know this because this has happened to me a couple of times. Like, I could go up this hill and immediately be face to face with a wolf. And the only warning they'll have is a little rustling of leaves, and that's it. He feels like there's something up here. Okay, nothing. Well, I am gonna survey it. Because I know this is a part of the dark area. Nice. Yeah, there's nothing up here. Other than, you know... Oh, come on. Not two. Okay, let's just get out of here. I've got sprained ankle and a wrist. So... I can't run. You know, I mean, I can't sprint. And I can't use my bow. So we'll just get out of here. Sprained ankles take a lot longer to get rid of. They require 4 hours of sleep. Sprained wrists require 2 hours of sleep. So if I sleep for 4 hours, it will get rid of both of them. Each affliction that you have has their own separate timers. It's not like they add up. I saw something. That would be kind of messed up if they all added up, where you have to take care of them in series. Yeah, it would suck. And the temperature didn't get much warmer today. About to hit noon, so it might get a little bit better at the end of the day. Yeah, I might have to... Probably Friday, I'm probably going to take on that bear. Just so that I can get to that area behind the cave and survey it, see if there's anything up there of use. Because right now I'm just trying to know all the nooks and crannies of these maps to know, you know, where everything is. Because on Interloper I don't get to choose where I start. I just get, you know, randomly chosen the location. And so I need to be able to know where all the potential gear is located, where I can find an axe and a knife, guaranteed, or at least high probability of an axe and a knife. Where to find a rifle, where to find a bow and an arrow, where to find snares, so I don't have to make any, where to find winter gear, so that I can spend more time outdoors, all that kind of stuff. Just where all the caves are, where all the shelters are, so that no matter where I'm dropped, I can find all these things. Because to be able to have a successful run, you have to find enough matches, decent winter gear, an axe, a knife, and a way to defend yourself. So, a bow or a rifle. These are the things that you need to find. If you don't find them, it just makes the game a little bit more difficult. Anyway, it is about that time. I gotta go to work. So thank you all for hanging out with me. If you have not done so, please hit the follow button on your way out. If this is your first time here. Tomorrow I'm going to be playing World of Warships. I'm going to be working on destroyers. So if you like giant ships with giant guns, you're more than welcome to hang out. If not, then I hope to see you Friday at 7 a.m. And anyway, latest.